Welcome. In front of me is a Xiaomi Mi Mix 3, and today I'll show you a couple of tweaks and tricks that you can do on your device. So starting off, disregard the fact that I'm using a completely different launcher. That's for a purpose of one of the tricks. And we're going to start off with probably the more useful one that I personally really like, which is the gesture navigations. So the new Xiaomi's come actually with built-in their interpretation of gesture navigations, which is fairly good in my opinion. And to activate it, we're going to go into settings, so you can pull down the notification, and you have the little gear icon right here. So go into the notifications, or into settings I meant, and from here navigate into full screen display. So let's find that, which is full screen display. And you have two options, the button one, which we're using right now, or the full screen gestures. And you can learn it or not. I'm just gonna, for the purpose here, tap on learn. And you get a little tutorial basically how to use it. So swipe up to quit something, swipe and hold to go into the recent, like so. And swipe from left and right side to go back. And one thing that it doesn't really actually show is, I'm just gonna tap on I'm done. When you pull down from a side, as you can see, there is a little thing showing up here. You pull up here, the closer you get, and some of the apps have a menu that you can pull. For instance, I believe something like Google Play. So normally you would go back, which for some reason I can't grab it at the moment. So let's just turn on. Why didn't it change? I'm just gonna go through this once more. Not sure what I did there. Okay, so now actually going back, if you pull from any side here, you will go back. So let's actually go. So normally you would actually go back here, even though there's no back screen, as you can see. And apps like this, Google, have also a side panel. So you have a little bit of a gap at the top where it will never work. Like the swipe only starts acting, I guess, from here, somewhere like a little bit over halfway. Anything above that is basically out of the realm of going back. So that's the one thing. Now moving on, we're gonna go back to the sliding options, which is associated with the launcher that I'm using and the purpose of it. I have downloaded just a launcher that I really like using, which is the Smart Launcher, and you can use the same one for the purpose of this. So as you can see, it's this one, and if you like it, or maybe you have other ones that you'd like to use, you can install it. And what it is for instance, it works best if you don't have a pattern set or kind of locking method. Basically what it does is when you lift top, you can unlock the device. So this moment it's not working, so oops, it's changed. So let's go into the settings. I'm gonna, number one, remove the pattern just for the purpose of this. And then we're gonna go into slide options, which is basically when you open up the selfie cam in a way. So it is slide settings. If you go here, it's set right now to open tool, but you can also choose to open a app. And whenever you choose a app, you can also choose a launcher, which is apparently an app. And what it does now is when I lock the device and open it, it will open up straight to the home screen. which is your launcher. So once more I can demonstrate it. Basically unlocks the device just by flipping it open. So moving on, next thing that I'm going to show is the changing of the AI button, which again I'm going to go into settings, then I'm going to go to additional settings right here, and from here there is going to be button and gesture shortcuts, and at the top you have AI button. And from here, a single press doesn't have very many options. You can either open the Google Assistant or Google Search, or just turn it off altogether. For a hold, you have a couple more. So you can previously also choose the Assistant or Search. You can also open front or rear camera, open previous app, turn on flash, or turn on recording mode. And I believe the same one goes for the double press. So it adds a little bit more accessibility or convenience to it. So let's say you can choose it to work as a launch of a camera, and now instead of actually opening the app, you can not fail at pressing it like I did. Let's go back. As you can see, it opens up the camera after a successful double press. So that's one thing. Now another thing I want to show is the ambient display. So by default it's off, as you can see, nothing is showing on the display. So going into the settings, you will go into display and ambient display right here, and then ambient display, as you can see, it's off. So you want to flip it on, and you can also choose a different one like you see right now from the ones that are shown. You can choose whatever you like. Confirm it with the check mark on the bottom. And now once you lock the device, you will have ambient display, so it will always be visible even when the device is locked. Now it might start consuming a little bit more battery because of it, so there's also option to set a schedule for it, and if you do that, it will work only from 6 till 12. So right now it will be working, but if for instance I'm gonna change the time, see, end at it's apparently 10, so let's go to 9. So now it should be off basically because it's out of its time. So you can set it up so it doesn't consume battery, for instance, when you're sleeping. So you can set up a time at which you sleep or something like it. Or maybe you want it to see only the ambient display whenever you're at work, so you can set up your work hours here and it will turn on at the time and turn off by itself. So fairly nice touch to it. Now moving on, we're gonna go into additional settings which are also in the display. So you have two things that I find helpful, which is double tap to wake or also rise to wake, depending. I would only use one of them, but as you have right now, double tap to wake. You double tap the screen, it wakes up the screen and you can unlock it. It works probably best if you don't have, for instance, a fingerprint, because if you have a fingerprint set on the back, then you can basically, without waking up the screen, slap your finger on the back and it will automatically unlock it without any other interaction. So it makes the double tap to wake kind of redundant in a way. And rise to wake works similarly, so I'll actually lock the device and lay it flat. And as you can see, it's off at the moment, and if I raise it, it turns back on. So that's, oops, rise to wake. Let me put that back in the correct place. Okay, so it's one thing. Now another thing that I already have enabled, which I find useful in a way, not the best thing, but nice to know, is when you go into the recent apps, as you can see on the top, you have shown available memory of the device. So it's 3.7 out of 6 gigs. You can close apps and it should go up. Tells you also how much it cleaned. So now it's 3.8, and you can enable it by going into the settings In settings, you want to go to, let's see, where is it? Home screen. There it is. Home screen and recent. And from here, you have show memory status right here. So you can just flip that on. And as you can see, if I turn it off, now it won't be visible anymore. And turn it back on, it's there. So a tiny little change adds just a little bit more information to the device. And the last thing that I will show is the second space. So go back into the settings and it's in a second space. So right here, as you can see. And then tap on the bottom, turn on second space. And what it will do is basically create a second space on the device where you have a different pattern for it to access it, and basically different wallpapers, data, and other stuff, which you could use, for instance, to divide the device to kind of like work and home use. So when you go home or when you are at work, you can choose a different pattern to unlock it, and you have apps and everything associated with work, and then different pattern is associated with home and more personal use of the device. So right now, tap on continue and then tap on set now, and you need to set up a pattern or pin or password, whichever one you like. I'm gonna set up pattern. Let's tap, I got it. And here you will draw a pattern to unlock, and this is for the first space, I think. Confirm first space pattern or password, so like so. And now this one is for the second space, as you can see, for second space. So you want to draw a different pattern, so I'm gonna get a different one, then redraw it again and tap on confirm. Okay, now you have what, set a fingerprint. I'm gonna actually skip it because it seems to not really work properly for me. I tried it already like twice, and I'm not sure what's wrong, but when I add a fingerprint, it always gets me the two different fingerprints into a single space, and I won't be able to unlock basically with I will only be able to unlock one space with both fingerprints for some reason, which it shouldn't work like that if I'm correct. So I'm just gonna tap on skip, but you can test it if it works better for you. So now, if I unlock it with the pattern that is set for first space, which is this one, it will take me back to where the smart launcher is and where we were for the entire time. And then, if you use the second pattern, which is this one, it will take you to the second space, where everything is fresh new, without other previous apps that we have installed or used. And for instance, you can change here the wallpaper. So for instance, I'm gonna choose a different wallpaper here. Choose something like this, for instance. And now this wallpaper should be right here. And if I go into the other space, I should have this one. So you can see everything is independent now, and you can have two different spaces completely separate from each other with different data, and basically just like two different phones in a way. And that being said, this would be all the tweaks and tricks I have. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.